Hello and welcome back to Arsenal Domination, where the Champions League draw for the round of 16 has just taken place about an hour or so ago. The draw actually lays out a pathway to the final, but for Arsenal it has to be one game at a time. But what we do know is that Arsenal will play PSV from the Netherlands in the next round. They could have faced Feyenoord, which would have brought a return to the Emirates for Robin van Persie, who is expected to be announced as their new head coach in the coming days. But Arsenal, probably in some ways fortuitous when you look at the other sides they could have faced in the round of 16. But equally, this is not a team to take lightly. They have already beaten Liverpool in this competition at home, albeit with Liverpool resting a few players, and they just knocked out Juventus, one of the giants of Italian football. Maybe not the powerhouse they were a few years ago, but still a very, very good team in their own right. So Arsenal, important they don't take this lightly, but given that they will probably face PSV without both Saka and Martinelli, as well as, we already know Havertz and Tomiyasu, and Jesus will definitely be out there. Will miss the season, of course. But without those two, Martinelli and Saka, it won't be as an easy game as people might think because of the quality of PSV and Arsenal being depleted. Arsenal, after that, though, should they progress, and I think they are favourites to progress, I think it would be a huge disappointment if Arsenal were not to get past them. They will face one of the Madrids, Atletico Madrid or Real Madrid. You'd have thought the latter, Real Madrid, who are probably favourites of this competition. We know City aren't quite the side they were, but they absolutely demolished them over two legs. And I think Crowley could have scored more, particularly at home against them. They're the juggernauts. They're the ones that everyone has to be. You probably would have liked to have avoided them, being perfectly honest. But if you're going to win the Champions League, you have to beat the best sides at some point. And Arsenal will face them in almost all likelihood in the quarterfinal, should they get through. But yeah, Arsenal, I think, can be happy with the draw for the last 16. I think probably would have preferred Feyenoord over PSV, but it's a tie that they should win, and we can look forward to that game. And the last thing I should note is we're away first by virtue of finishing the top 8 in the group stage. So the second advantage of finishing the top 8 there being that you get a bye from the last 32. The second advantage, of course, being that you are away first. I think that will be very important to Arsenal and will be very, very helpful. But there you go. That's the Champions League group stages. The group stage draw for the last 16 complete. Arsenal will place PSV, and then they will face one of the Madrids. I'll speak to you all soon. Thanks. Bye.